debunked so many times it's not even funny. Because you say the Colombians are Israelites, and they're the ones. So you're basically saying that Israelites are the ones responsible for bringing all these drugs into this country and whatnot. Like if they actually took the time out to listen to some of this.
All right. So that's why I was saying not to bring up that aspect that people have like done you wrong. Like, what would be the point of that if that's all you're getting at? That there would be no reason.
That's not what I'm getting at. I gave you other examples as well too, and I have a history of things that I said on this channel regarding all of the Bible verses that people that are associated with your particular group have tried to use to prove that you guys are Israelites. Deuteronomy 28. They use some verses in Jeremiah. They claim that you guys was going to forget who you were, which is just completely that has been debunked. That has been debunked so many times it's not even funny. There's other passages that they tried to use to try to prove that.
Go around the world and find out where you believe there are legitimate descendants of the tribes of Israel. But they were not familiar with certain rabbinic customs. So one view would be that's because the rabbinic customs were later. The rabbinic view would be, a lot of our traditions go all the way back to Moses at Mount Sinai, have been passed on, so these Ethiopian Jews need to become more genuine. Another argument would be, no, the traditions come later, the Ethiopian Jews go back further. Well, what's your take on how these things developed?
I mean, just growing up in America, in a non-religious home, and then becoming religious later on, and then becoming a teacher in the conservative movement in their schools, I saw that in about 1.5 generations, you could forget who you are and lose absolutely everything. So the fact that a tribe who's, all the way on the other side of the world, somewhere in Africa, removed from Israel, who was left at a time prior to the customs of the Israelites being written down, actually, because they're not practicing something that has zero bearing on me of what the people of Israel were actually doing. Because when the scripture says to build a sukkah or to make a mezuzah, all these commandments, you have to assume Moses had a specific way he himself was doing it, and you have to assume he told his children and they told their children, and so on and so forth. And